Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Aurelia. You have landed at Style and Lipstick. Welcome. Today's video is going to be my January Boxycharm unboxing, and it's filled with all kinds of goodies. If you're not familiar with Boxycharm, Boxycharm is a subscription service. It's a monthly subscription service that costs about $21 a month, and you get maybe 4 to 6 full-size products in your box monthly. They're always full size, and usually they're a mix of things. They're sometimes indie brands, they are well-known brands. I mean, it could be anything in your Boxycharm. So what I do with my Boxycharm boxes is I will open them up, and then I will also try out the products so that you can see how they work. Boxycharm usually has a theme every month that all of the products kind of surround. And this month's theme is Rock 2018. They also include this little card in your box. It tells you everything that you have in your box and the value of that product. The first product that I'm going to use for you guys today is actually one that I am very, very excited to try. It is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizer Primer. I have used the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Primer. It is actually one of the best primers that I have used to help kind of blur out the pores, and it controls the oils. I'm interested to try the Luminizer Primer. Normally, personally, I don't like luminizing products. I don't like looking too glowy or too dewy, but we're going to go ahead and give this a try and see what it looks like. I'm only going to take a really small amount, and I'm going to apply that. Generally, I apply my primers just in this general area, and then I will take the excess and kind of, push it out to the sides of my face. All right, so just pushing this into my pores and just trying to blur them out. Right now, I'm not seeing that it's having too much of a blurring effect. It is really nice and luminous. We'll see how my foundation applies over it, but so far, just a really nice luminizing product. My face feels like it has a lot of moisturizer on it. I did use a moisturizer prior to this. Okay, right now I don't see how this is pore filling necessarily, but I do see a little bit of luminosity on my skin. Not too bad. I'm going to apply my foundation and concealer. Today I am going to use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in Desert Beige and my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Medium Light Neutral. These are my two favorites at the moment. I will be right back after I have applied my foundation and concealer. All right, so I've gotten my my foundation, my concealer, and my powder. By the way, I forgot to mention I am using my Peach Perfect powder today. And the luminizing qualities of the primer, I don't see them, but I don't always see them immediately after I've put my makeup on, just because the powder will kind of dull that down. So far, the primer is a primer. We'll see how it performs throughout the day. I'll let you know in the description bar below what I thought about the primer. I forgot to mention that the Pores No More Luminizer Primer retails at $38, which that's a good deal. Dr. Brandt is not an inexpensive brand. It is awesome to get a full-size product for $21. I've already exceeded the value of the box. All right, so the next product in line is this item here. It is the It Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Eyebrow Pencil. I tend to not like universal brow pencils. This particular pencil has got an oval shape to it. It's got an oval tip on it, and it also has a built-in spoolie, which I love. This is a really fat spoolie though. Interesting. So what I'm seeing right now is it's soft, so I don't have to put a lot of pressure, but it's not exactly matching my brow. It looks a little light, and the way that these universal brow products work is that the amount of pressure will change the tone of the pencil that you apply. With black hair, that means I would have to apply the most pressure from anyone, and I really don't like applying that kind of pressure. I prefer going in with soft strokes, and so that right there is one of the drawbacks, I think, to this pencil here. I have to push on it really hard, and I'm not getting the accuracy that I get with like a micro tip. So already not necessarily a fan of this eyebrow pencil. I'm used to a really dark brown, and I just feel like my eyebrows are a little bit too light for my actual hair color. I don't like to have to think this hard to get my eyebrows on. I'm really picky, I've come to find, when it comes to my brow products. I'm gonna have to keep using it to see if I really am gonna like it. Right now, I feel like my brows are just look a little bit too light. I'm just not loving it. The IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Eyebrow Pencil retails for $24. Another good deal if you've got maybe lighter hair than black. It's just not my favorite way of wearing my brows. I just think that they're just a touch too light. And I know I've said that over and over and over again, so I'll stop harping on it. The next product that is in my box that I'm gonna be trying for you guys today is this palette by, who is it, by Crown, and it is called the Glam Metals. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. It's a sleeve, and then you've got the eyeshadow palette. Oh no, you can see they've got a black eyeshadow in here, and it is shattered right there. That's the second time I've gotten something broken in my Boxycharm box. Not cool. Well, let me go ahead and do a little bit of repair here. Now, the bad thing about having this black eyeshadow shatter in this palette is that the powder has gotten into all of the eyeshadows. Let me see if I can maybe dust them with something, and I'm using this very loose brush and just kind of very lightly going over it to see if I can get all of that black eyeshadow off. Okay, I think I've gotten as much of it off as I can. The nice thing is that I still have half of the black pan, so I still have a little bit of black eyeshadow that I can use, which to me that's not that big a deal because I'm not the biggest fan of black eyeshadow. I don't use it a lot. I would much rather use a dark brown. This particular eyeshadow palette has a mirror in the shape of a guitar. I don't know how useful that's going to be. I guess in a pinch you could make do. It is a nice palette though. It is very cool tone. It's got a lot of metallics in it, of course, because it is Glam Metals. That's what it's called. And it's got like this rocker chick kind of vibe going on. Actually, I'm not mad at that. I think I kind of like that. The one thing I notice is that all of these shadows have got a little bit of a shimmer. I'm going to go in with my Dose of Colors Baked Browns. I'm going to use these shades right here for my transition. I know that's kind of cheating, but I just can't, I don't like doing metallics in my transition. I'm going to go in with Glam Rock, which is this medium toned shade here, and I'm going to add that into the deeper crease. It's not depositing quite the shade I thought it was going to, but I'm already committed, so yeah, that did not work out the way I had hoped. Now I'm going to go in this shade here called the Wicked. It's this deeper cool tone brown. I think I'll do a halo eye today because I don't do those that often. Just applying to the inner and the outer corner and leaving the middle blank. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just laying all the colors down. I'm not doing any blending or anything. I'm going to wait until I have completed the look to go in and start blending things out. Then I'm going to go in with a flat shader brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade here, this Heavy Metal shade, and I'm just going to pat that in the center. I am not having very much luck with this. This is not coming out the way I had expected or hoped. So I am going to be able to do some damage control though, and I am going to go in with a smaller brush, and I'm actually going to go in with this shade here, Wild Thing, and I'm going to change the halo eye. And that's the lovely thing about makeup, is that you can change your mind, and I'm going to go in and add that And essentially what I'm doing is I'm just kind of layering the shades. I kind of like the mix of that burgundy shade and that gray shade. Actually, I'm really liking how that looks together. I'm going to take some of that gray shadow and I'm going to spray a little bit of fixed spray on it, and I want to intensify the metallic of that gray. Oh yeah, that's much better. And then just going to go in and blend things a little bit. Now I'm going to go in and start blending things out a little bit. And then I'm taking Punk and I am going to apply that to the inner corner. And then one last thing I'm going to add, I'm going to try this bright silver, this very light silver shade. I think it'll work as a brow bone highlight. It's actually quite nice because it has a little bit of a gold sheen to it. I am embracing using shimmer shadows under my brows as a brow bone highlight. I'm trying to anyway. It actually doesn't look bad, I have to say. Next, I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara and lashes, and I will be right back. All right, eyes are done. The Crown Pro Glam Metals palette retails for $25. So the next item that is in my box that I'm going to try for you guys is this palette from Pure. It is the Bronze and Brighten palette, and it is so pretty. I opened it up and I looked at it and I was like, oh my god, these are beautiful. I'm not too sure about using a shimmery bronze color, so I'm not going to contour with this, but I am going to bronze with it. Let me go ahead and do a quick contour. I'm going to work with the Hoola bronzer. So I'm going to use this really loose brush to bronze with, and let's see what happens. It's not bad. It is a little bit more shimmery than I would like, but during the summer, I think that this is gonna be really nice when, you know, people have more tan skin and want to be a little bit more glowy, you know, more bronzy. So yeah, that's kind of how I envision people using this one. So I am all nice and glowy and bronzy now. Next, I'm going to go in with the blush, which is this really, really pretty peach color. Oh my, it's very, very bright. So you want to go in with a very light hand, I think. Ooh. Very glowy. I don't know, Boxycharm, what you were thinking and piling on all these glow products for this look. I mean, I can see how you would want to, how you could use these individually, but all at once, I think it's a little much. I'm gonna be glowing to the sky. It is a pretty blush though, because of how iridescent it is. I would probably use this as a topper, not as my actual blush, because this is really super, super, super shimmery. I mean, not like in a chunky, glittery kind of way, but definitely can tell I've got some shimmer happening on my face. The next product in this palette that I am excited to try though is this highlighter. This highlight looks so pretty and it's like right up my alley. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. It's very finely milled. I mean, the shimmers in here, it's more pearly than it is glittery. And yeah, that's a really, really nice highlight. Wow, that is so pretty. That's an intense highlighter, but I'm liking it. Very, very glowy. This particular palette retails for $34. And the last thing in my Boxycharm box this month is from Galactic. It's a matte lip paint and it retails for $23. I have always wanted to try Galactic lip products. I just never have because I don't have them easily accessible to me and I've never ordered them online, but I'm super stoked to finally get to try Galactic products. And this is a liquid lip and it is in the shade Posh. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it without any kind of balm or anything. My lips aren't overly dry and I want to see how it performs without a lip balm underneath first before I apply it in my usual method. It is grabbing onto the little dry spots on my lip, but you know, that's to be expected. This is a beautiful color. Oh my gosh. It is very comfortable, I will say, and I really do love the color. I think the color is beautiful. This is gonna be living in my bag, I think. The Galactic matte lip paint retails for $23. I might have already mentioned that, but anywho. All right, so the total of this month's box comes out to $144. Let's go ahead and do a rundown of everything that I have and let me talk through my thoughts. The Luminizer Primer, I don't see where it's luminous. I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder right now and I'm not really seeing where I am luminous. But I do like Dr. Brandt's Pores No More primers as far as like helping with oil control and those types of things. So I think I'm going to be pretty happy with this particular primer. The IT Brow Power Universal Brow Pencil. I still have to continue using it before I can determine if I like it or not. So I will continue to use it. I think my brows came out okay as compared to my hair color. So, you know, it's something that I can live with. I think I would use this if I were in a pinch, but I will continue kind of playing around with it and seeing what I think about it overall. The Glam Metals eyeshadow palette. One, I really wish that it had not come broken. That makes me kind of unhappy. But that aside, I don't really see myself using this palette a whole lot. For one, it's got a weirdly shaped mirror, and I guess in a pinch I could live with this mirror, but it's not ideal for me. This particular eyeshadow palette, while it has some really nice shades, I really wish that it had like a transition shade or something like that. I'm not a fan of using shimmers in my crease and in my transition, so that's kind of a turn off. As a standalone, I've got, you know, 9 really nice metallic shades. I think it's usable in that respect, but I don't see myself reaching for this on a regular basis, so it wasn't so much of a winner for me this month. The Bronze and Brighten Cheek Palette. Oh, well, I love the way that this looks as far as like how it looks in the pan and everything. I don't normally wear such a shimmery bronzer. I usually stick with mattes when it comes to bronzers, simply because, you know, I've got texture on my skin. You know, I have aging skin, and, you know, putting on a shimmery bronzer, a shimmery blush, and then a highlight is just a little bit too much for me, I think. And I think it would be too much for anyone in this age group that I'm in. But I will say that I really love this highlighter. So when I reach for this palette, I am primarily going to be reaching for that highlighter because the highlighter is outstanding. I love it. It's beautiful. This is definitely one that I would go to again and again. I wish that I just had the highlighter because it is stunning. I don't see myself using the blush and the bronzer though because they're just a little bit too shimmery for me. I generally don't use a blush topper because I don't purposely go out trying to look this shimmery, you know, this glowy, but that's just me. The lipstick is the hands down winner in this box. I love this lipstick. I've been wearing it for a few minutes now and I don't even feel like I have a liquid lipstick on. I seriously don't. Even without a lip balm, I don't feel like I'm wearing a liquid lipstick. It's sitting there, but it's not pulling any of the moisture from my lips, which is amazing. So I need to go out and get myself some more of these galactic liquid lipsticks. I know I keep saying I'm done with the liquid lipsticks, but this is a really nice one. Hands down winner in this box. I got a hit and miss kind of box this month. I'm okay with it though, because it's fun to open up the box. It's fun to look at these products. It's just, this wasn't an absolute favorite of mine this month for Boxycharm, sadly. The box itself retails for $144 total. I paid $21. Really, I have no room to complain. That's all I have for you guys today. That was my Boxycharm unboxing for January. I will report down below on what I see as far as the glowiness. Now it's going to be a little bit hard to tell because I've applied all kinds of shimmery glowy products on me, but I will, you know, keep an eye on it. That's all that I have for you guys today. If you are new to my channel and you are not subscribed, please make sure to hit the subscribe button on your way out, as well as the notification bell. That way you will always be notified that I have videos both in your inbox and on your mobile device. And if you are returning, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming by and hanging out with me to open up my Boxycharm for this month. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. It's all linked down below. I am mostly on Instagram. That is really where you can find me. I think that really is all, and I will talk with you again in my next video. Bye!